Hi Pisces, welcome to April. This is Teresa from TarotByT.com, and I'm getting ready to do your Pisces Love TarotScope. And before I do that, I'm going to bring in some good energy, create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking my channel, for subscribing to my channel, and thank you for liking the videos and commenting. I really appreciate you taking the time out to let me know how the reading has affected you and how it resonates with your life. I read everyone's comments, so I try to respond as much as I can. And sometimes I get a little behind, but I respond to everyone, so don't think if I haven't responded right away that I won't, but I will. And if you'd like a personal reading, also thank you for anyone who has signed up for a reading. I enjoy meeting new people and reading for people, and I am happy to serve you. And if you want a personal private reading, you can visit my website, TarotByT.com, and there's instructions there on how to book a reading. So, let's see, what does Pisces need to know about love for April? What's coming up for Pisces in April? What does Pisces need to know about love in April? What does Pisces need to know about love in April? What does Pisces need to know about love? May only the highest forces be present at this reading to ensure that the truth be told. The Empress, the Death card, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you start out the month with the Empress. The Empress is the great mother energy, so it's a very nurturing card. So you're going to be... It's a card of creativity and abundance. And it can sometimes mean childbirth, especially since you have this Page of Cups here. So if you're looking to have a child, it's possible that you can have that, or you've just had a child. If it doesn't represent actual children, then it could mean creativity, like giving birth to something, like a project or a pet, a project that you feel is like a child, it's like your baby, and you're nurturing it, and you're kind of giving birth and bringing it to fruition. And this project is representing a change for you. It's going to, because the Death card is a transition. It's going to change your life in some way, so that your old way of life ends and a new way of life begins. It's not, Death card doesn't mean physical death. It usually means transition, transformation. So it could be that this project or this relationship is very nurturing, where you're nurturing someone. You're like being like a mother to someone. Or it could be a new relationship that you're kind of like babying it. You know, you're giving to this person. When you first meet someone, you want to do everything for them. You want to take care of them. And so it's possible that if you're in a relationship, that your life is changing in some way. So it could be that you decide to make a commitment, or it could be if you do decide to have children and bring children into the relationship, it does change your life in a big way. So you go from like being single to married, or being childless to having children, because the Empress is a family card. It's a card about enjoying your family, feeding your family, being surrounded, being the mother, taking care of everyone. So it's going to be a transitional month for you. In the Four of Pentacles in the past, that's a card of someone who's holding on. So it's possible that you're resisting changes, that it's time for you to change and maybe spend more time with your family. Maybe you've been neglecting your family. Or it could be also that you're holding on too tightly to people, that you need to give them more space, more freedom. The Four of Pentacles can mean financial security. So in the past you might be concerned about security. Maybe there's a child. Sometimes the Page of Cups can represent children. So there could be someone in your life that you're taking care of, and you might be giving a lot to that person. So whether it's a relationship or that it's either a relationship that you're giving a lot to, that you're treating the person as if they were your child, or they're coming to you, they're in a set, like they're kind of needy, and they just need a lot of love and they need a lot of attention. Because sometimes the Six of Pentacles can relate to an imbalance in the giving in a relationship, where one person's doing all the giving and another person's doing all the receiving. Someone's really needy, they need your help, they need your support financially, and you're just, bending over backwards trying to help them. If the Page of Cups doesn't represent a child, then it could represent a message of love. So you might have, shared feelings with someone. You might have met someone, and you're exchanging, feelings. You're telling that person how much you care, or they're telling you how much they care. Or if you have met someone, because sometimes the page can be like the new relationship at a young stage, an early stage. You're with someone who's very sensitive and very artistic, very romantic, and almost like you have to be careful how you talk to them. They have this dreamy quality about them. So if that's not you, that could be you too as a Pisces, because Pisces loves to live in the dream world. It could represent your own sensitivity, that you just met someone and you're in this like state of la la land, this dream state. So you want to be careful about the giving. You don't want to be giving too much, because Pisces has a tendency to give too much. They're always there for everybody, but then you have to remember to give to yourself too, so that you don't burn yourself out. Because it's very easy for a Pisces to overgive, and then they feel like a victim. Like everybody wants something from me, and I have no. What about me? So you want to make sure that there's a good give and take in the relationship. Even though, when you first meet someone, you're like head over heels, you want to give everything, you want to be there, you want to be nurturing, you want to be, take care of their every little need. You need to just kind of tone it down and make sure that there's a balance. Six of Wands in the future is a victory card. So in addition to love success, you could also be having some career success too. And you might be doing some traveling. Maybe you go on a trip with someone that you just met. Or if you're working for a company, you're going to be representing that company. So you might be traveling for business. Maybe that's where you meet someone too. Who knows? You have now the Two of Swords here. So you're trying to make a decision about something. So it's possible that this relationship, if you've met someone, you're trying to figure out what to do with the relationship. Or maybe you're worried about a past relationship that might have ended. Like maybe you're transitioning from one relationship to another. So if you've had a falling out with someone, the Two of Swords represents being on the fence. Like two people are trying to approach each other, but neither one wants to make the first move. So it's possible that you care very much about someone, but you want to hear them. You want them to confess their love first, or you're waiting for them to make the move. Because this is usually like a stalemate, where you have to kind of. It's really a card that's telling you that you need to drop your guard and let the person be real. Let the person know how you feel. In your environment, you have this Nine of Swords. So it could be that someone close to you is going through a difficult time. Maybe they're worried about something, or they're stressed out. Maybe they're worried about the health. They're having like mental stress, or they could be going through having some kind of illness, and you're worried about them, or they're worried about their own health. because sometimes the Nine of Swords is it's mental stress. It's also guilt. It's feeling guilty about something. So someone may be going through a difficult time. Maybe they're feeling guilty about something they've done, or they could be, and it's affecting their health. I mean, if you worry too much, it can affect your health. But I think that it's really more of a mental thing. It's not so much. You're going to come out of it. I don't think it's going to be a major problem, because the Nine is just a temporary worry. When I think eventually you're going to come out of it, and the worry is more of a non-real concern, where you build up problems in your mind that aren't really as serious as you think they are. So I think if there's someone close to you that's stressed out over something, they just happen to be a worrywart. You might be involved with someone who's a worrywart. So then you're trying to nurture them and, console them, because they're always worried about the future. And you're trying to tell them, it's okay, don't worry. Still, you have this 9 too, the 9 of Wands in your wish fulfillment sector. So it could be that I get the feeling that someone you're involved with might be having some kind of, some kind of mental problem. Or, because with all this worry, it's like you thought you had solved this problem with this person, and it comes back to be revisited. So, you thought, okay, we went through this and we resolved it, and now you're bringing it up again. Or someone from the past comes back to kind of like upset you, and you have to defend yourself against something again. But I don't see it as a permanent thing. I think it's something that if you keep trying, you're going to overcome whatever problem this is. And then you have this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords at the end represents someone who's very... you could be putting on a harsh front in front of someone, because it could be that you have really deep feelings for someone and you don't want them to see you as a softie. So you're putting on this hard exterior because you're afraid they might take advantage of your kindness if you act too kind. Because you're so giving, you put this this tough exterior to keep people from asking you, because you can't say no to anyone. So you may want to drop your guard a little bit in April. Defend your position, defend your rights. You might be defending yourself in some way, but don't be so judgmental or critical. Sometimes the Queen of Swords energy can be a little bit critical. She can be a little bit harsh on people, and so you want to soften up. You want to show your softer side, because you have so much to give. You don't want to push people away. And I don't know what this 9 of Swords... I think your worries are ending, because when you get to the 9s, it's like it's on its way out. So you kind of built up to that level, and then when you get to the 10, it's over. So you're close to the end of a situation that's been concerning you. And I think you're coming close to a solution. And especially since, with this retrograde energy, Venus retrograde and then Mercury's going retrograde in April, it's a time of going back and redoing something. So it could be that you go back to an old relationship and try to work out your problems, and where you couldn't work them out in the past, now you can. Because I feel like things are changing, and you have the potential for victory in a relationship, or whatever problem that you've had, you can solve it now. But the way you're going to do it, and it's going to change your life. Like, you're going to let go of the baggage. It's going to be like, okay, let's just forget the past. Let's just let the past go. Let's clear out whatever's not working. Let's start over and prepare for the new. And the way you're going to do that is by letting your guard down and letting the person know how you feel. Not putting up this big wall. Not being this little tough person who's independent and doesn't need anybody. Show your vulnerability. Show that you're human. Show your compassionate side. And then I think that's how you're going to solve the problem. And you're going to create more harmony in your life. And it'll be much better. You'll be a lot happier. And then you can benefit from this Empress. you can then have the happy home that you want. You can be surrounded by your loved ones. Don't be afraid of expressing your love or sharing your love. And this is a card also of getting the death card, getting rid of the baggage. So if you have a lot of clutter in your life, like past memories, past hurts, even physical clutter, clear the decks and make room for the new. So I think you're coming to the end of a worrying, a stressful time, and you may feel kind of like you're alone in the world, like you have no one you can depend on with the Queen of Swords energy. So if this doesn't represent you and your attitude, it could be someone that you're dealing with who's been through a lot, who's been hurt, who has had a lot of losses in her life. And so she's just got this toughness about her. But she's really not as tough as she appears on the surface. You have to break through that surface toughness. And look at the rose on her heart. She has a lot of passion, but she's been taught that you have to be tough in life because she's been hurt. So she's afraid to show her passion. But she has it. She has deep feelings. So this could be someone that you're dealing with in April. And you want to make a peace offering. If there's been a falling out in a relationship, you may want to make a peace offering and sit down and talk like two rational adults. Hey, what happened? What went wrong? Let's talk about it. Let's patch things up. Let's try again. That's the energy I'm getting. And you can be successful. You have the Six of Wands. That's a victory card. And sixes are harmony. So you can bring harmony into a situation. But you have to drop your guard to do that. And you have to be less judgmental and more forgiving. Because the Queen of Swords can be unforgiving. She can be tough with people. But that's only because she doesn't want to be hurt. She's afraid of being hurt. So she builds these walls. But you don't have to be so tough. You can show your vulnerable side. That's how you let love in. That's how you let people in your life. Otherwise, you're going to wind up alone, feeling lonely because you're going to push everybody away. So things are changing in April, but I think they're changing for the better. So worry less, be more, drop your guard and show your compassionate side, and work towards harmony, not judgment. Think about forgiveness. That's my message for Pisces. Share your love. There's a message, it's okay to show your love. Maybe in the past you showed your love and your love, you were hurt by it. It doesn't have to be that way in the future. You can trust in love again. This is a card of also not giving up, of fighting until you get to your goal, reaching your goal. Don't quit just before because a lot of times people quit just before they achieve success. So you don't want to do that. You want to hang in there and give it one last shot, and you'll be surprised. It can change your life. So that's my message for you for Pisces for April. I wish you love and luck and success and victory, and surrounded by family and loved ones. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will talk to you again in May. Thanks, Pisces.